Good morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If him Zuko became a monster? Not a Nomu, or not the was a monster from my old What If. So, but in this What If, it went from, it's kind of like almost similar to no, sorry. The one that was up. Sorry if I'm talking a little bit quietly. Or this one. What if Zuko was the broken monster? Or. Here it is. What if Deku was the Ricky monster? Yeah. But I took some of that inspiration. And don't worry. Basically, Zuko, or in this universe thing, then this would have, monsters come in daily, like almost every day, to just wreak havoc. Yeah. So, like, basically, yeah. And they were ordered by the Monster Queen. And she also secretly wants a boyfriend to, yeah. So, yeah, then the pro heroes, like All Might and Musashi, kept fighting them off, like all the pro heroes was fighting the monsters off. So then, yeah. So, Inko gave birth to, and also adding Zumi. So Inko who gave birth to Zumi and Zuko. But Zuko, who was too weak, so he died after birth. But the quirk doctor, used his body, as his body, sorry, to be modified to fight against the monsters, because the villains were supposed to help the heroes, or they did in this alternate timeline. So yeah, so the Quirk Doctor experimented on Zuko, who, brought him back to life, as his body gave him a new arm herm that look at this beautiful creation. This is what the Quirk Doctor did. And to Zuko, he turned him into a monster. He turned him into a freak show without any thing. Yeah, and his arm isn't useless. It shoots like fire out. So, yeah. Time skip to 15. As he helps the pro heroes. And as he obliterates the villain or the monsters like him. Yeah. So, and like every single day, but when he regained his memories, plus his soul, or because Zuko wasn't actually weak, he had like something goes through his body couldn't handle oh no so yeah, that's why. So then he was so he had tears coming down as the Quark Doctor realized that his monster his sister had a personality. As he as so then he looks up as he did go to UA thing to learn how to become a hero thing. Of course, the Quark Doctor secretly told he didn't tell anyone about it. So, yeah. As he saw Zumi, as he just pictured himself with her, not as her, like, boyfriend, but as her brother. Yeah. So, he uses his arm thing. Yeah. Find a monster with a monster. Yeah. So then who then Chaco and Momo, who looked over at this big guy. He can't see down. As he knows that so And you might be wondering what the hole in his chest is. It's actually the cannon. Yeah, it shoots out this special beam that could destroy the monsters under the sunken. Yeah, gigawatts or yeah. So he, yeah, when he walked, when he was walking around, he sees this big monster crawling right towards him. As he grabs the monster's answer, as he bit down with his arm, as he used his cannon, obliteration, boom. Yeah, it is like the same powers as what they used, but on a whole nother level. Yeah. So the bug creature thing got destroyed. And yeah. And then the yeah. So then but his when he did that his some random girl or the princess or no queen looked at him and was like she knew that she found the right guy for herself as she dressed up as a human. And she was the UA spy. Yeah. Just imagine her as a human. Yeah. Without the horns and demon wings and the tail. So, yeah, the basically, yeah. So, sorry. So, she basically, like, snuck into UA, and she was Class 1A with Zuko, as he was back of the class thing. And yeah. So basically she looks over at him and he's more confident. Or she looks at him. Yeah. So yeah, then the ball throw or actually yeah. During the ball throw, he threw the ball so hard with his this arm arm that even like it caused a shockwave. Him with just his not his full power. So yeah. So then the basically yeah. He got over infinity with just his 3 fingers. As he throws the ball, yeah, as he comes down, he sits down to be at their level. Because he has a special, like, glass thing that allows him to, like, basically, every time he tries to, it will never break. Unbreakable glass. Because if a glass thing does break, it repairs it in an instant. Okay, so yeah. So, yeah. And a couple days have passed. As the Ochako asked Zuko or them. Yeah. So Ochako and Momo and her, like the one of the students, are, yeah. I don't know how to. I I don't know. I don't know how to give her a name thing. How about Crystal? I'll just, yeah. So Crystal is the, yeah. So in order to, like, look at her, of course, Zuko walks around. He sits down, just relaxing, as he sees, or he's just has second thoughts of why he, because, yeah. So I'm skipping the rest all the way to the All for One versus All Might, because it's a similar. And then All for One tells All Might, because All for One and wants to, like, battle to see who will be the true victor here. As All for One tells All Might there's a queen of the monsters what has infiltrated the UA somehow. Okay. So then the all for One shoots a beam of light to try to kill All Might, but Zuko comes in, blocks the attack, and yeah, he used his cannon blast to, yeah, and obliterate All for One, and as he usually he grunts, but he is slowly gaining his voice back. Like he says, "Hi, you're safe, All Might." And Zuko, oh, yeah, as a queen, like her, shows up. Um, as All Might was in no shape to battle, against her. And Zuko, whom was ready, but instead she walked up to him as she looked at him with love in her eyes, as he or as she told him that she's actually in love with her or him. This is what she said. I'm falling in love with you. Oh. As he at first was like, he looked at her confused. Huh? Like tears, as he just like, was it too embarrassed? As he says, or as she says, don't be embarrassed. Just the reason why, or or yeah. So yeah. So she basically asks him out to go on a date with him. As he says, sure. Uh, and Ochako and Momo were kind of embarrassed because, but they, yeah. And let's start from the beginning. The Zuko, who, or they named their kids, and Zuko and Zumi. So the Zuko, was, yeah. So he looks around. So then, yeah. So he basically dates her, the Monster Queen. As all the all the pro heroes did notice that monsters aren't coming around like every day. He, yeah. As the as All Might remembers that as he thinks that that girl just wanted some love from, like, to be like her boyfriend thing. So yeah, as his armor, that was actually his armor. Because he was born with infinity and zero. So yeah. So Musashi walked around. He goes to the Quark Doctor. As the Quark Doctor tells Musashi that that man that was in the suit of armor, yeah, that has green hair, that is actually your son, Zuko Midoriya. What? What do you mean? Well, I'm saying that he got reinvented because he wasn't actually weak. His body was a little bit too unstable. So he needed to train. That's why, he needed to control his, So then he, yeah. So then so she basically got married to Zuko. Yeah. And yeah. So he took off the armor. To he takes off his helmet and his outfit thing. And he was pretty good build. Like he was like little bit like how Escanor from like Seven Deadly Sins would look like, but a little bit like, yeah. So then they both did the deed. Did the deed, and they had like 6 kids, and each one has like their mother's powers and every part of like groups of spectrums, like soul, mind, power, time, space, and all that stuff. So yeah. So basically, yeah. Basically, yeah. And then his body went stable. Like, after gave his powers, like, not really gave them, but cloned them, like, to weaken himself down. Yeah, so basically, he was the king of the monsters, and she was the queen of the monsters. Yeah. And plus, Todoroki and Momo, and of course, there was 3 women and then 2 men. Kind. Yeah. So then they had a lot of kids, and yeah. Yeah. So please leave. Yeah. So yeah. Then I'm gonna leave this all up to your imagination. Please leave a like, share, subscribe. Peace.